it's time to grab those chicken thighs. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lightly sprinkle them with salt and pepper evenly on both sides. Rub it in a little bit, give that tender chicken some love because you know you're going to want it to give it back. And no need to go too heavily on this one because we're going to get most of our saltiness from bacon. Gently wrap each one of those pieces of chicken with as much bacon as possible. Make sure it's completely covered just because you don't really need an excuse to add more bacon to anything. I wish raw poultry looked more appetizing.
Now we're going to do this quickly 6 more times because you're hungry and this might be your next meal as well. Place it on some parchment paper and set it aside for this one.
Go ahead and peel a sweet potato at an impossible speed and cut it to about ½ inch thick slices or 1 centimeter all the way through. Try doing it with a little bit less of a struggle. Broccoli is a pretty awesome vegetable, so just place it nicely on a baking sheet with the sweet potatoes, or don't because we're going to ruin that in about a minute. Generously drizzle olive oil on both and sprinkle them with salt and pepper. Now as you can see, we like to work extra hard, so I recommend for you to mix those in a bowl and then place it nicely on a baking sheet. Preheat the oven to 220 degrees Celsius or 430 degrees Fahrenheit depending on which system you're on. Place both baking trays in your preheated oven and make sure the chicken is on top first, just so that we can get a nice crisp and caramelization on your bacon. Now after about 10 to 12 minutes, you're gonna have to go back to your kitchen and switch the places of those baking trays so that we can get the same crispy action going for our veggies. Leave that in for an additional 15 minutes and after that, I promise no more work, we're practically done. Just a quick few glamour shots of your new awesome kitchen creation so you can show how much of a cook you are and you're done.